Hi everyone, I'm going to be making some pickles, traditional garlic pickles, because there's a short growing season for these Kirby's, and they're around for a short period of time, and I'm going to just make a traditional recipe. I got a big basket here, so I need a gallon jar, which is 3.5 liters, and the recipe, I'll show you how to do it, but basically for every cup of purified water, you're going to need 1 tablespoon of sea salt. So right here, I've measured this is 3 cups. So that'll obviously be 3 tablespoons. So let's get going. So the other thing you want to do, just under cold water, rinse your cucumbers, because sometimes there's a little bit of sand in quarters. Lengthwise, and we're going to be putting them into our pickle jars, and we'll put some garlic, which I've just peeled, not too much, and then we'll pour our brine, adding a little bit of coriander seeds, mustard seed, and peppercorns. So this is a half teaspoon, is 3 cups of filtered water. You can also just boil the water and also cool it off. But long story short, for every cup we add 1 tablespoon. And this is 1 tablespoon. So here's 1, 2, and 3. And just dilute your salt. As you can see, I needed to add a little bit more brine, so I just added 1 more cup with 1 tablespoon, and we want to make sure that they're all covered. Sometimes it'll be sticking up just a little bit. Just push it down if there's any. That's another reason you want to bring them tight in, because as it's fermenting, they're going to want to pull up. It's nice to have these shoulders on these type of jars, mason jars, because it actually helps it, prevents it from rising. That way you won't have any of that callum yeast, that pink yeast. The other trick is if you don't have any little plastic nets that keep all of your ingredients below the water surface, just use the Ziploc technique. I'm doing this in the sink because I know I'm going to get a little bit of overflow. So it's preventing the oxygen from touching the surface of the water, and it's also keeping the little mustard seeds and all the seeds down below that water liquid. Sometimes some of this water will overflow, and you just want to make sure that there's always the bags are on top properly. And so we're going to put the pickles in the pantry, and we're going to let it just ferment, and I'll keep you updated as it continues. This is after about 2 weeks. I recently did some research, and I found that if you have any grape leaves, vine leaves, oak leaves, you can add this to in your jars, and it actually makes your pickles more crispy, crunchy. I'll do that next time I do my ferment. So I just tasted a pickle. I'm thinking it needs a couple more days, but just take off the bag, and then you can take a pickle out and then put your bag back on. Rinse the bag if you find it's necessary, and then you just put the weight back on. I used to do this, put a stone, wrap it in plastic wrap, and also put that on top. That works as well too. But basically, if you don't, what happens is your pickles, they float to the top, and then it'll start getting a little bit of the yeasty or a little bit of a mold on top. So you really, as long as it's below, and right now the pH is so low, mold won't grow because of the lactic acid that was produced. You can see the very foggy now. So they're tart, they're sour. I just want to make them a little bit more sour. I took out 1 jar, I started eating it, but these 3 I'm going to let them go a little bit longer, because I find it's delicious when it's more sour.